How women manage sexual urge when there is no man around them. Hello, adorable kings and queens, you are welcome to the channel today. We want to talk about how women manage their knacking urge when man no dey, okay? So stay tuned. Let's talk about something real that so many women out there experience but hardly say it loud. Let's talk about it because I want to know, how do you manage your congee when it comes and there is no man around you? How? Whether you are single, as a single lady or a single mom, or married in a distance relationship, or probably you are just craving for connection. These are four common but honest way women satisfy or manage knacking urge, manage the congee when it comes. Yeah, that is what we want to talk about. For those of you who think that a woman cannot just stay and have urge, I want to tell you before I proceed that, see the way men's, you see the way your penis get erected. That is exactly the same way women clickly get erected too. Their clickly get erected as a result of hormone, what do they call it, libido. Just It's just normal, it's just natural. Some people might think any woman who just stay and get urge is possessed. No be possessed, she possessed. It's just normal. The urge comes on a normal, okay? And we are talking about how women help themselves to free themselves, satisfy themselves without a man when this urge comes. Yeah, let's talk about one obvious truth. It's self-pleasure, self-pleasure, which we called masturbation. Masturbate. A lot of women indulge in this act in order for them to satisfy, free themselves, release the water from their coochie when the urge comes. Yeah. And obviously, masturbation is healthy, is natural. It helps releases the tension. It helps releases the tension from the woman body and make them boost their mood, make them satisfy themselves on a and powerful, privately and powerful way. They do it with no shame. Isharabata. They do that with no shame. Okay? A lot of women have mastered how to use their finger, touch themselves, explore their body, enjoy their erogenous area, and do some small touches, small shaking, small moves that will make them pour out their water when their conjugal urge is on a high level. Okay? And there is no man to help them out. They have mastered how to do it, either using their finger or just by touching themselves, to free themselves. Instead of meandering, they do that. Another way some women release themselves, some people indulge in maybe not as number two. doing or erotic or romantic stuff that will make them pour out the water, such as reading some erotic books or romantic books, or watching some movie, or listening to audio, or writing fantasies, or reading fantasies of other people. Most of the times it's not all about watching movie, because some people can actually watch those things and release, why some cannot be comfortable watching, what it is. Those sound and those move, they are not going to be comfortable to watch it, or maybe the environment is not going to allow them to watch it. So sometimes these people who are not comfortable with viewing those stuff can actually, write their own fantasy, nacking fantasies, or read other people's own to actually relieve themselves of that stress, of that urge. Okay, instead of them getting frustrated, they find a way to manage it by doing all these things. Another thing some people do to help themselves, some say yeah, some of them actually do what we call breathe thought or breathe work. They just try to work it over. And another thing they do is workout. Some indulge in workout, some actually go to prayer houses, some pray on their own. And I don't really see those things as something that is working. Yeah, it might work for some people though, but for me, I see it as whining. Some people say they will take medication to cure conji. It is whining for me. Like, I don't see it as something that is the main thing to do. How can you be having urge and you are labashing and kabashing? You go there where you dey pray, dey speak in tongues. Pastor go knack you. Some fake pastors, bad pastors in the society will take advantage of them, because what they really need is to release that water from their coochie. No be anointing good one. Okay? Yeah. Some people can actually wholly, on their own, comport themselves, hold themselves, and manage the situation. Especially when they know that when they are hoping to see their man in a short while, they can hold themselves and know that, oh, he's coming back next weekend or something like that, so they can soon get married. They will just hold themselves and say, no, let me hold on. So these people who can actually do it, hoping for it to come soon, exist. I'm not saying that they don't exist, they exist. There are people who can control it and hold themselves, hoping to have it soon. Another thing people do, let's talk about the major thing or the redo. This is about how many percent, like 70 to 75% of those people who are lonely do this a lot. Some people actually look for a way to dig the hole by themselves. Some make use of adult toys. There are toys, vibrators, that are made available for people like this to actually use and satisfy their knacking urge. Those adult toys are actually very good for enhancement of intimacy, like sexual urge. It can release them as fast as possible. It makes them feel alright. It makes them feel as if a man is really knacking them when it is vibrating. in the pickles, it will look as if it's a man that is actually hitting the honey pot. And these knacking toys have different sizes. So some people will go get the one that will fit their coochie hole for them to be using. And it is actually very important for you to consider the size before you purchase it, so that you no go and use the one that can enlarge or make the elastic mouth of your coochie to be over wide, or to go and get the one that is not match, that does not fit it. It will not actually give you the sensation, maximum sensation, if it is not fitting in. Because when you carry big one, it will actually pain, like, to enter will be issue if you carry oversize. If you carry undersize too, when it enter, it will not be giving you the real taste. You may not be feeling it. So for those of you who have big hole, they can go for bigger size. Those who have tiny hole can go for smaller size. So this is actually made available for those who cannot manage or handle the situation, or those who agree with their partner, maybe those people whose partner is in abstinence, that who agree with their partner to actually get this toy for them to be using it to help themselves, to enjoy themselves. Yeah, because there are partners who prefer getting this for their, woman when they are away, so that she will not go outside in the name of congee. So another thing some women do, this one, a lot of people who cannot afford the vibrator, or who don't want to get the vibrator, can go locally to use something like cucumber, banana, carrot, even plantain, even cassava, to dig the hole by themselves. What they want is for the water to pop out, so they can insert a whole lot of things. Those things they don't care if those things they are putting in there are actually healthy or not. What they know is they want to satisfy themselves, especially those ones that like big ikenga, that know that even if they use 2 finger, 3 finger, is not going to satisfy them. They prefer going to get all those things to use it to dig that hole by themselves, to enable them pump that water out, which they don't care whether it has any negative effect on their body or not. What they know is that they want to free themselves. And sometimes when this congee dey hold some people, they find it difficult to control it. They find it difficult to control it. That is on a buffer kamanya. Yeah, so they will all look for all means to actually free themselves. Because see, let me tell you see that kili, that clit, when it is vibrating, when it is erected, some people cannot hold it. Oneku means breathing, it's vibrating, yeah, standing, when it's giving standing ovation. That is why those days, in olden days, they do cut it out. So for those who they did not actually, circumcise, most times they find it difficult to control this urge when it comes. Ask mama why they do circumcise those things those days. It's simply because that thing can get erected, and some people find it difficult to actually, handle or resist or control or manage. But according to present health, it is not actually healthy because of its negative effect of cutting it off. So you have to actually know all these things, so that you will not be thinking that when a woman is actually on, or a woman is actually on, na, or what will I call it, na ogbanje or possess she possess, or maybe you think that they don't turn on, they are always getting erection from time to time. But what matters is choice. People have different way of controlling their self, handling the situation, in order for them to stay okay, in order for them to be all right. So whichever way you as a woman think that is okay for you to manage the situation to satisfy yourself is actually your choice as an adult. It's actually a choice. If you also can wait, if you're single till you get married, it's your choice. Okay? So if you have watched this video to the end and you think it's helpful, help us to like it, share it, subscribe, and do well to come back to watch our videos so that you can get some more real talks here. Okay? And as a woman, how do you manage your knacking urge when it comes? You as a man, how would you advise your woman in case you are not around? How would you advise your woman to manage or satisfy this knacking urge when it knocks? I love you all. That's why I care. Do it to like, share, and subscribe. Bye. My powerful genders and our great kings.